Well, hello Woodhounds, welcome back to the channel. Super excited today. Todd gets to get back outside again. You see behind me, it's 19 degrees today. All the mud is all froze up. So we're gonna get back out in the woods today. Two things though I gotta do today. One, I'm super excited about, if you guys have been following along, I had a little, what I call balance problem on the 400C. The only thing I don't really care about the saw was the front end heaviness, you know, the out of balance in hand. I was looking for a Stihl light bar. I got a story on that. I did get one and I got some chains for it. So the first thing I'm going to do is get that Stihl light bar put on, and then we're going to get back out to the farm and play a little bit. All right, everybody, so a little story on the light bar here. Super excited to get this thing going. As you can see right here, this saw is just a little bit of off balance, front heavy. And it's not a big deal. It's a great saw. It's just that running it for a long period of time, you notice it after a while. So I was on a quest to find a light bar, a Stihl light bar for this. Now, two people came together in the Woodhound community, and that's what's so awesome about this community. A guy that you see all the time on the live streams, living the dream. You see his comments all the time around the channels. He contacted me through the live stream, said, email me. I found something that you want. Give me an email. So I contacted him after Back 40 live stream. He had found a couple light bars, and he said, I will mail one out to you. And that just blew me away that somebody would be willing to do that. So in the meantime, I walk into a store on a weekend up north of me. My daughter does competitive dance, and we was wasting some time, and there's a light bar on the shelf. So I immediately thought, oh man, there was so many other people on that live stream that was looking for light bars that actually said, hey, if Todd does not want that light bar, I'll take it. So I contacted him back through email and said, hey, I've got my hands on one right now. Now, by all means, I will still take the one you're going to send me, but if you can help someone else, I've got one in my hand. So that's what we did. He said, no problem. There was plenty of other people wanting it, so I thanked him again. So thank you, Living the Dream, for doing that. That was awesome. And then the second person I got to thank is Mike over at K&L Firewood. Mike also has a 400, and I did not know that this Stihl light bar, it's the same, everything's the same, I thought, but I was wrong. I am not a professional here. This original bar is an 063 gauge as far as your drives that go down inside of your chain, your guides. That was an 063. That's what it came with. That's what this 25-inch bar is. This Stihl light bar, after I got it, was an 050 gauge. I'll bring this up here to see if you guys can see it. See if that focuses. That guide right there, 050. All my chains were 063. Now this is a whole story in itself. The reason Mike had to pick these up and send them to me is because I went to, I think, 5 Stihl dealerships, as well as called a couple, and I went to 2 or 3 other places that carried chainsaws and chains. No one in the southern Illinois area where I live had 050 chains. They were all 063. They didn't stock them. They weren't on their shelves, and it just blew me away. It was almost like the only thing available in my area was 063. Every bar I found, everything was all 063. So hey, that's where the Woodhound community came in again. Mike contacted me, and I emailed him back and forth, and he was good enough to go pick me up 3 chains and send them to me, and that's just awesome. That's the great thing about this community. I can't, it blows me away how people are willing to stick their neck out and just mail you something, and I think that's how we all think of each other. I mean, we're all honest, hardworking people here, and it's just, it's a great thing. So hey, I'm gonna get this bar put on here, and I'm gonna get out to the farm and dig into some of that white oak. I'm super excited. Probably put you guys in time lapse You sure you don't want to bore you with putting a bar on, so we'll get it put on and probably see you out the farm. All right, everybody, there you have it. Brand new Stihl light bar, brand new chain, and I did not do a weight comparison on this. I mean, there's videos out there on that. Shibe just did one on his 500. It's about a pound. But I can tell already, I can tilt this saw forward and let go of it, and it's popping right back. So already, just sitting here on the bench, I can tell that that's not a lot of weight. And it's not a huge difference, but I bet if you run this saw for an hour or two, that little difference right there is going to be a big difference in your hand. So I'm super excited. I'm almost tickled pink. Mike over at K&L, I'm tickled pink, buddy. If you guys didn't watch my last short, you'll know what I'm talking about. So while I'm tickled pink, let's get out to the farm and put this into some of that white oak. All right, everybody, made it out to the farm. This is the white oak log that was in the creek that had rolled down the hill, as well as that one round. My father-in-law actually pulled that up out of the creek. And as you can see over here, there's a small stack of wood, rounds, and then we got another big log right there, and there's one behind it, and then the remainder of that top. I also, as usual, forgot the tripod. So this little rock outcropping here is going to be my makeshift tripod. I'm going to stick the phone right there in between those two rocks, and hopefully you guys will be able to see. All right, everybody. First thoughts, I like it. I like it a lot. It's really made a big difference in my hand, especially when you're holding it one hand and saw's not tipping forward on me anymore. That's all gone. And that was the main thing. As far as the weight goes, I only cut, as you can see, I bucked this one section of this white oak log up. It's kind of hard to tell right now, but I think overall this is a great improvement. All right, I think that's gonna wrap this one up here. This snow laying in this bottom has got ice underneath of it, and I kind of walked over there on the hillside where the rest of this white oak's laying. It's not worth getting hurt over a truckload of firewood. It's just too slick. So real quick, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. We've picked up quite a few in the last week or so. I appreciate you. And I also want to say thanks to everybody that's been here since the beginning and kind of nudged me to keep going and pushing forward. So you're awesome. So until next time, get outside. See ya.